Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, big news in the boxing world. I was actually gonna do, funny enough, I was actually gonna do a video tomorrow on Shakur Stevenson because he was fighting in the bronze medal match. You know, with a chance to go to the finals to fight for the gold medal. So I was gonna do a video on him regardless in the next couple of days. But this news is just so big. It's such a bombshell in the boxing world that I think I had to make a video on it. So if you guys haven't heard already, Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions have announced that Shakur Stevenson is now joining that promotional company, and that's. I mean, hey, you guys know, if you watch this channel, if you know anything about me, I am not by any stretch of the imagination a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. You know, I've stated on many occasions that I think he's destroyed boxing in a lot of ways, but I gotta tip my cap to him with this move because he understands the kind of talent Shakur Stevenson is. This guy is a blue chip talent. Really good fighter. He's literally just 2 wins away from being the first American since Andre Ward to win the gold medal, and that is no small accomplishment. So, for all the hype this kid received, you know, he could have easily have folded under the pressure, and you know, he's knock on wood, he still might. You know, you don't know. The crazy things that have happened in the Olympics, you know, he might fold under pressure. He can get robbed for all we know. He might not come back and win a gold medal, but he's definitely given a good account of himself, and even if he loses, you know, he's still at least guaranteed a bronze medal tomorrow. If he loses tomorrow, he's still a bronze medalist in the Olympics. So the guy has at least somewhat lived up to the hype. The rest remains to be seen. But talking big picture here, for Mayweather Promotions, this is huge because when you talk about Mayweather Promotions as it is right now in its current form, it's really a promotional company that's composed of nothing but really, you know, C-class fighters, you know, a couple guys who are gatekeepers, and then you got a couple title holders who are kind of just, you know, they're good fighters, but they're not nothing special. Like, you know, like the Badu Jackson. Badu Jack is good, but he's not a special fighter. So that being said, I think, you know, with him in the fold now, they're gonna, you know, I'm not sure if he signed it, but I know there was talks in the past of signing the Lorenzo Truck Simpson kid, that 16-year-old who won the silver gloves like 5 times. I know Mayweather really wants to sign him, and then, you know, Devin Haney is also a guy that Mayweather hasn't officially signed yet, but is still someone who you figure he could still sign just due to the relationship and the kind of connections they have, because, you know, his dad is Devin Haney's trainer. So, you know, when you look at the landscape of at least the American fighters and the guys who are coming up, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Lorenzo Simpson, you know, he's got a chance to sign all 3. I mean, he signed one of them, and he's got a really high chance at signing the other 2 guys. So, I mean, Mayweather's making some serious power moves right now. Look, honestly, I'm not a fan of the guy, but it looks like he's beginning to, you know, figure it out as a promoter. I'm not a huge fan of him as a fighter. Let's always get that clear. Never a fan of him as a fighter, but as a businessman, as someone who makes moves outside the ring, you gotta at least respect his business acumen. So, big signing. I think, you know, I had a chance to interview Shakur Stevenson. I ran into him back in April at the Terrence Crawford, the Errol Spence fight. Errol Spence Chris Algieri fight. He was in the media room. You know, real cool dude, real humble kid. You know, I had a really good interview with him. He talked to me about his sparring sessions with Terrence Crawford. If you haven't already seen that, you can check that out on the channel. But yeah, just a good kid, good head on his shoulders. Seemed like you know, he was the real deal, and he's been proving it so far. And you know, I'm rooting for Shakur. Just meeting him and seeing how, you know, he's a cool guy, he's a cool kid. So hoping nothing but the best for him. You know, really, Mayweather can validate himself a lot as a promoter, because that part of him is still, you know, trying to. It needs validation. So hopefully he can get Shakur Stevenson's career in the right push in the right direction. I hope that he doesn't become a fighter who's too protected. You know, I don't have a problem with him. You know, obviously, I don't think it's cool for any fighter to be protected, but that's just the nature of boxing. Certain fighters, especially Olympic gold medalists, and it doesn't matter what country you're from, they just tend to get protected a little bit more. Look at Anthony Joshua. Big fan of the guy, but he has been protected. He hasn't been fighting the best of opposition yet. So with that being said, you know, Shakur Stevenson, I hope he's not too protected. I hope that Mayweather gets in the right fights, you know, when it comes to developing him, getting him in there with good game fighters that he can beat, you know, that can give him some rounds. But we'll see how this goes, man. I think this is a huge power move for Mayweather Promotions. You know, shout out to Barbershop Conversations. You know, I don't really talk to him that much, but shout out to him. He made a good analogy. He said that getting Shakur Stevenson to sign with Mayweather Promotions was like landing the first round pick in the draft. It was like landing Alexander Ovechkin or Shaq or, you know, Cam Newton or some things like that nature. And I have to agree with him. That's a good analogy. But yeah, man, nothing but positive things to say about that signing. You really can't hate on that. My only thing is I just hope Floyd doesn't. I really hope like Floyd gets this one right, because Shakur is a good talent, and I think he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he can really do some good things in the sport of boxing. So that's the news, man. Mayweather announced on Instagram, stating, I quote, "When I came all the way to Brazil to support the athletes of the United States, but while enjoying the event, I had one goal in mind, and that was to extend a warm welcome to Shakur Stevenson into the Money Team family. Mayweather Promotions, connecting true future stars worldwide." So there you have it. He will now be with Mayweather Promotions. Let me know what you guys think. Shakur Stevenson joining the Money Team. What do you make of all this? Do you think Mayweather will have the savvy and the know-how to properly develop this blue chip talent into one of the future stars of boxing? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.